Spike Reynolds and Eric Penfold. They never wrestled each other, but they were on teams that wrestled.
Yeah, Eric wrestled my son Jim in Pee-wees all through the years. And he grew up to be a pretty good wrestler.
Both the Penfold boys and Jeremiah Dias, who lived with the Penfolds, they all won state championships.
Okay, we're underway. Carpenter at Fort Morgan. A lot of head tapping out there. Already seen one kind of a punch. That was, excuse me, in Gerken's match. I think it was inadvertent, but his opponent got called for illegal hold. They work on their feet. 25 seconds gone first period. A lot of hand slapping out there. Head tapping. Oh, duck under the single leg by Mendoza. Picks that single leg up high and tries to trip Zach Carpenter. Carpenter's trying to fight it off with a little whizzer to push the face, but there's a takedown going Mendoza's way. Quick stand up by Carpenter. As he works towards the edge, turns into Mendoza, stretches out, mashes Mendoza's head into the mat. As they work to the edge, Carpenter will get the escape as time winds down in the first period. Makes it 2-1. 1 minute first period sure goes quickly.
Well, we've seen a lot of these consolation matches go many minutes, though, because of injury and blood timeouts, and even with that 1 minute first period.
Starting to get a little beat up out there. Carpenter will work from the top in the second period. Side drag, working that near arm. Near arm's the right one.
Ready to wrestle on mat number 5, class 4A.
Sure what he's trying to do there is just limp arming out of there is Mendoza for the escape to go up by 2. And Carpenter gets caught on his heels and taken down. He stood up and just kind of slowly stepped backwards and got tackled for the 2-point takedown. He'll be down 5-1. So he squared out of bounds.
I don't know if he thought he heard a whistle there or what, but it sure didn't seem like he was paying much attention.
It just didn't look quite right, did it? This Carpenter now broken down flat, 1:16 on the clock. That's one of the disadvantages of 10 mats going. A lot of whistles, a lot of action going on. If you lose your concentration, you can get in trouble in a hurry. Zach Carpenter picked as others to watch. Mendoza not on the list here by Tim Yount, as he's up by 4. 50 seconds left, second period. Carpenter's going to set up on the bottom. Mendoza in on the left side as they face away from us. Carpenter in that blackish singlet. Kind of a gray singlet for the Greeley wrestler. So gets a hammerlock back there on the left arm. Reaches up and hooks it with the left hand. As Carpenter's standing up and gets dumped down. Carpenter's setting on top of Mendoza. Mendoza will reach down and hook up a single as Carpenter tried to spin away from him. And Carpenter with a whizzer gets Mendoza in a power half. Carpenter needs to throw a grapevine or something, and he'll get the escape. And he'll only be down by 3 as we head to the short time here in the second period. Mendoza with a double leg tackle. Big sprawl by Carpenter. Time runs out. Carpenter will be down by 3 as we head to the third period.
And the Penfolds couldn't get too far from that orange and black as they moved to Greeley Central, and they're the Tigers also.
Right. Got a little orange and black and gray. Tiger on the back of that central singlet. Gray will take the down position. I thought that was Mendoza's choice. I guess maybe he wanted to work from the top.
I think he was signaling to the coaches he either wanted to be neutral or top, and I think he chose top.
Carpenter gets in a set out position and turns into Mendoza. Mendoza picks up the single leg, trying to tree top Carpenter down, and he will. Carpenter tripods right back up, but Mendoza settles him down as they'll be right at the edge and out of bounds.
A minute 30 left in this match. Mendoza's going to lead 5-2.
Carpenter trying to switch out of there. Mendoza gets that tight waist in and out. Hook up the elbow and hook up there and break Carpenter towards the edge. Carpenter's just going to turn into him and pop out of bounds. And I think they just signaled an escape for Carpenter, not a reversal. Just kind of a reward for working on the edge there, I think. He very easily called him out of bounds, or he could have called it a reversal, but gives Carpenter the escape.
Carpenter pulls within 2 points here. 5-3 lead for Mendoza. Carpenter needs a takedown here to tie up the match. They're working on the edge of the mat again.
That's the hand fighting. Carpenter feinted a duck under. Now he's got to fight off a single leg, and Mendoza in there with it pretty deep. The official kind of a quick whistle, but I think there was 3 feet out of bounds. Come in pummeling or inside control. 30 seconds left. Here's a headlock by Carpenter. Mendoza sags away from it, and he'll get the takedown to go up by 4. Kind of baited that headlock and sagged away from it. And Carpenter's season is about over with 14 seconds left. He's down by 4. Mendoza with a grapevine working on the far wrist. Now he comes back with a crossface. Mendoza with a grapevine in on the right side. And it just take the win 7-3 over Zach Carpenter and Fort Morgan. Well, that does it for our area wrestlers. And of course, you can go